Okay, 7.8, law of cosines and law of sines. Let's talk about this.
Oh my gosh, I got you. I thought I got wrong. I got right.
Hey, focus, let's go. Law of cosines and law of sines. What do you know about cosine and what do you know about sine?
Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse.
Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse,
Sine is opposite over hypotenuse.
and sine is opposite over hypotenuse, okay? And if I have both side lengths, I can solve for what?
The angle with like the inverse.
The angle with the inverse, okay? And if I have an angle on one of the sides, I can figure out the other, correct?
Yes.
Using regular sine or cosine. Okay. With that being said, we're gonna start applying some other stuff.
Can I ask questions about the test now?
No, not right now. Law of cosines in solving side angle side and side triangles. Okay? The law of cosine says if any triangle ABC, if A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine A. Okay? These are formulas you just need to write it down.
Minus 2BC.
Minus 2BC cosine A. So A squared, my side that I'm looking for, A squared would equal the side of B squared plus C squared. This is when I don't have a side, but I can work with some stuff. Times 2BC cosine A. Okay, so basically, I would have a side, and an angle. I can find the third side. Or B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B.
What the heck?
Or if I'm trying to find my third side, my hypotenuse, I can have C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. So when I'm looking, so listen, so when I have two sides and an angle, I can solve for the third side. Or if I have an angle or if I have all three sides, then I can solve for an angle. But I can use these formulas, and we're gonna work them out in a minute and show you what I mean by this. I can use these to figure things out. Because when you have a triangle, okay, do you see that triangle? Is that a right triangle?
No.
No, that's why. This is for things where it's not
Where
necessary.
it's not right.
Where it might not be right, okay? If this is
Would it
side,
work with right triangles?
do I need that for right triangles?
No, you would use the 45, 45, 90 and then the
Not necessarily.
Pythagorean theorem.
But I can use regular cosine, sine, and tangent
Oh yeah.
on any right triangle, correct?
Can you not use it on normal triangles? On not.
That's why we're talking about the cosines. Okay, notice how this works. Do you see how the angle is, the large letters represent the angle, yes?
Mhm.
And the small letters represent the side length, and they're opposite of each other, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta remember that and pay attention. Like yesterday on the quiz when you asked me, am I solving for, which B am I solving for?
Mhm.
Well, it said angle B, so you should know that
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
large B that you're solving for, not the small one, okay? That shouldn't confuse you. So see how these triangles now, for the law of cosines, does not have a right angle in it. That's why I need formulas to be able to solve stuff, okay? So here, this law of cosines, okay, I wanna know what side A is. I have side B, I have side C, and I have angle A, so what am I gonna do with that information?
Plug it in. Yeah.
Well, which one of the equations am I using?
You're doing the first one.
You're doing the first one,
Yeah.
because I'm looking for side A. So I would say A squared equals, and then
17 squared.
17 squared plus
23 squared.
23 squared minus 2 times
17 times 23.
times cosine
78.
78 degrees, right?
Mhm.
What do you get when you do that?
Put it into the calculators.
What do you get?
How far do you want us to round?
Two decimals is fine.
Okay.
What would A equal? Think. What would A equal?
Radical
600.
I want a number.
I got 6.0.
No. No. Because you put in your calculator without using order of operations correctly. That's what I'm trying to make a point of. You have to put it in your calculator with tons of parentheses, or you need to do each thing individually first and then put them together.
It is 25.60097654.
Yes, 25.6.
Yo, you can.
Which would 25.6 make sense with 17 and 23? Yes, also, that angle is 78 degrees, correct?
Mhm.
What's 180 minus 78? 102. So angle A should be my largest angle,
Mhm.
correct?
Wow.
And that makes sense because, and my second largest angle should be what? No,
No,
C. C,
Sick.
You're
because
welcome
that's
for
my
guessing the
second
wrong
largest
answer.
side, okay? So you are solving that way. Now, let's look at the bottom one. That triangle has, all three side lengths, and they wanna know what is the measure of angle C. How do I solve that?
The bottom equation.
You what?
No.
Yes, you do the bottom one because I'm solving for C. Now, I know what side C is, which is 18, right? So I have 18 squared equals, and I know that A squared is, or A is 13 squared plus 11 squared, right? Minus 13 times 11 times cosine C, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so now we've gotta work this problem backwards. What do I do from there?
Square the stuff.
Square the stuff, so 18 squared is 324, okay? 13 squared
169.
and 11 squared, okay? And then 13 times 11 is 143 cosine C, yes? Now, what do I do with 169 and 121? Add them together and then do what?
You subtract.
Yes,
From both
subtract them from both sides, so it's 290, so let's do that.
Then would you have negative 143
You
cosine?
get 34 equals negative 143 cosine C. Now what do you do?
Then you
You
have
add
to put it in your calculator, right?
it to add 30 or subtract 34
No,
from 1.
No, you add 143 to the other side.
no,
You put
Divide?
one.
divide. 143 is being multiplied to cosine C.
Oh, yeah, because they're together.
So you divide it by a negative, right?
Yeah. So then you get 34 divided by negative 143, yes?
Yes.
And you get this, negative 0.24 equals cosine C.
And then do you just do
How do you find an angle?
inverse?
Inverse.
So you don't actually put cosine into your calculator until
You-
last.
Correct, and you're gonna put in not cosine, but,
Cosine negative one.
yeah, so you're gonna say cosine negative 1 of negative 0.24, what do you get?
103.8.
103.9, okay, 103.9
When you
degrees.
use cosine and when you use the cosine
When you're
negative one.
finding an angle, you use the inverse. When you are finding a side, you use regular.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you only use cosine for all these?
No,
Or are we gonna
yeah,
learn-
because it's the law of cosines.
So are we gonna learn like law?
We're gonna learn the law of sines.
Oh, come here, falling out, guys.
Okay, so the law of cosines and solving side, angle, side, which is what we just did. Okay, now, the law of sines and solving angle, side, angle, 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 side. Look, what is sines used for solving?
ASA and AAS.
So sine is,
What was cosine?
we're gonna talk about that in a
Side,
second.
angle, side, and side, side, side.
Angle, side, angle, and angle, angle, side, yes?
Mhm.
Cosine sine was what?
Side, side, side.
Inside angle
Side,
side.
side, 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 and side, angle side, yes?
Yes.
Okay, side, 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 and side, angle side. So, that answers your question, Abby. Depending on which of the two you have, or which of the four you have, depends if you're using cosine or sine for your law.
Are we doing tangent?
You will not do tangents. It will be solved through cosine or sine, okay? Now, the law of sines says this. Sides and sines are proportional, okay?
Wow.
Meaning this. If I have sine A over side A, it's equal to sine B over side B,
What you looking at?
which is equal to sine C over, if I could write that would be great, over side C. Meaning, I need 3 of the 4 to solve. So I need 2 sides and an angle, or vice versa. You get what I'm saying here? Okay? I can also make it the same way. I can put the sides on top. It could be A over sine A, or it could be side B over sine B, or it could be side C over sine C. Okay? So angle, side, angle, 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 side is when I'm using this. Look, angle, side, angle, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we're using the law of sines.
Sine.
We want to know what side A is, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I want to know what side A is, that means I'm coming over here and I am either putting A on top or sine A on top, it doesn't matter. Let's go sine on top. So sine of 32 degrees over A equals the sine of 44 degrees over
B.
Oh, is it 44 degrees?
Yeah.
No. Here's my problem. They gave me
Because it's not a right.
angle B, but they gave me side C, yes?
Mhm.
So what do I have to do?
Figure out angle C.
Figure out angle C.
Oh, you can do that by adding A and B and then subtracting from 180.
Beautiful. So what is 32 plus 44?
76.
76, and what's 100 minus 76?
104.
So it should be sine of 104, or it was 180 minus 76, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 104.
So 104 over 23. So you gotta pay attention. Do you see what I'm saying?
Why would you put the C there? Would you, is it because we're solving for the C? So we
What
can-
do you mean?
We can use like any two proportions and do it as proportions, or why
You are doing it as proportions always,
But
period.
like, why aren't we using B?
Because you don't know what side B is, so you're dead in the water with that, because I don't know what that length is.
Okay.
And the sine and the side have to be the same, like they have to be B and B, or C and C, or A and A to set up a proportion. What?
You only use 2 of them ever?
You only use 2 of them ever, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so then what do I do here?
Proportion.
How do you solve this when they're set equal to each other?
You have to do cos multiply?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's proportions.
So I get 23 sine 32
Is it
equals
A sine 10.4?
sine 104. Now, what do I do to get A by itself?
Divide
Divide
by
by,
sine 104.
so you need to put into your calculator 23 sine 32 divided by sine 104.
Does it matter which, like if the 23 is,
Yes,
For the first one, do you get
What are we trying to find?
12.56?
you get 12, yeah, so 12.6. You get that side A is 12.6 in length.
That's
that's simple. Basically just one.
Dandy.
That angle, can that angle be 104?
What, can it be what?
Can it be 104?
32 plus 44
I'm seeing is the
and 180 minus 76, 104.
But like,
Yes, the pictures are never to scale, just let it go. Okay,
I
the law of
thought we only did it
sines.
for-
What?
Does it not matter if 2 start 2?
Yes, you do.
This is solving when triangles are not right angles.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have obtuse and acute angles.
I thought it was just for one.
What do you mean, just for
I
one?
thought it was just for acute triangles, like one of them was just for acute. Okay,
It's for any triangle that's not a right triangle. Okay.
that's why I was confused.
Law of signs and solving, angle, side, angle, 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 side. What do you have going on here? Which of those two?
You can do it, you do
We
A
have,
and B.
what we have going on here is,
You do A and B.
Stop, that's not what I'm asking.
what we have going on here is, what are the, angle side angle or angle angle?
Uh-huh. Or
We're
angle,
having-
angle, side.
Ooh, we have angle angle side.
We have angle, angle, side. So we use law of signs. And you said we're using A and B? So it should be sine what?
Sine,
Sine 18 over 17?
Sine 18 over
17.
17 equals what?
Sine 74 over B.
74 over B. Okay.
And then cross multiply.
So we wanna cross multiply and we wanna solve. So we get B sine 18 equals 17 sine 74, yes? Then what?
And then divide by sine 18.
That divided by sine 18, so B equals 17 sine 74 over sine 18. What do you get?
$52.9.
52.9. B equals 52.9. Okay, B equals 52.9. That is what you're working on tonight, law of sines, law of cosines. Yes, you need to memorize these formulas.
My hair just straight up fell out of my head.